this video I'll demonstrate how to set up a Snowflake space in Y42. So if we head over to the created space page, we can provide a space name. Let's just call it a Snowflake space and hit continue. Then we select a provider. This will be Snowflake for us. And here we need to provide Snowflake credentials. To get these credentials, we head over to Snowflake. We create a new SQL worksheet and we paste in the query from the getting started guide. So here we provide a bunch of variables. I'll just set a default password for now. I trust that you will provide a sensible value for this. And then we run all of these commands. Now Snowflake will take a little while to run all of this, and the statement was now executed successfully. We can now copy in these values to our Y42 space. So our user will be, as we showed here, the Y42 getting started. The password will be my secret password. The warehouse will be the same as this one. And so will the database. Now the only thing we still need to retrieve is the account URL, and we retrieve that by going to Snowflake, going here in the bottom left corner, going to our accounts and hitting this copy account URL button. It's a bit hidden, but we know where to find it. You can find it. Now with Snowflake configured, the next thing we'll need is a storage account. And we'll use an Azure Blob Storage for that. And Y42 will prompt us to provide 3 credentials: an account key, an account name, and a container name. So if we head over to Azure, we can go to storage accounts here. You can also search for this and we can create a new storage account. Now I will use the resource group Y42 getting started, which I already created in my subscription. And we need to provide a storage account name. So for example, let's call this getting started with Y42. Region, West Europe is fine for me, and I can leave the other stuff unchanged. Then we can go to review and Microsoft will run the validation. Well, everything seems to be in order, so we can now create our storage account. And as you will see, the deployment will take a few moments. And there we go. The deployment is now complete. So if we go to the resource here, we got our storage account. So the name here we can copy into Y42. This is the account name. And then we'll also need a container. So let's create a container. Get started. And create that. Now we can also supply that value, the container name. And the last thing we need is the account key. To get the account key, we go to access keys. And then here we've got key 1 and key 2. We'll just use key 1, show the key, and this is the one we'll need to connect Y42 to Azure. That's all there is to it. And now if we hit continue, we'll be prompted to select a Git provider. I briefly described this before, but you can use Y42's hosted GitLab solution, which is the default option. Or if you're so inclined, you can use GitLab or GitHub hosted by yourself. If you change your mind later on, you can always change this and swap out the repository. So for now, let's just stick with the default Y42 hosted GitLab. And in a few short moments, Y42 will create our space and will be live to start developing. There we go. Snowflake Azure created successfully. And welcome to our new space.